What is up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? We are back for more Final Fantasy X. We're actually on part 10. Can you believe it? It's a phenomenal game, and we're back on the saddle, riding this beast. That sounds a bit weird, but all in all, it's an amazing game. I'm loving it. So in the last part, by the way, I have to plug it. If you've missed any of the prior parts on Twitch or YouTube, there is a playlist now live for your viewing pleasure on YouTube. Unfortunately, Twitch doesn't store the videos beyond sort of 7 days, so I think we've gone past the timestamp now. So if you want to check out any of the prior parts, you need to head over to YouTube. But in the last part, shit got real. Bahamut was fighting against Ifrit and Phoenix. It's as epic as it sounds. It was absolutely mental, and I got blown away by the graphics. It's probably one of the best fight scenes, the best sort of graphically impressive things I've seen in forever. In video games, movie, TV. It absolutely blew me away, so check that out as well.
I need to ask you about Torgal. Something's not right with him.
Oh yeah, we need to find out about Torgal. He's gone a little bit fruity.
But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within. And I see no reason why.
Thank you, JMC. Absolutely, guys. I'll pin this comment. Follow what JMC said. If you want more content, hit the like, leave a comment or two, and subscribe. Absolutely. He knows what he's talking about. Quick shout out to my moderators as well, Pumpkin and JMC. You guys are awesome. Welcome back.
No longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that...
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about...
Even so.
Good hunting...
Antelope. We've got to hunt some antelope. Okay. Find Ignite and Dalamil. Speak with a Gort. Where is Gort? Let's go and do that first. We're going to start off this with a little bit of a side quest. Mix and mash. But we will be doing more story today. 100%.
Clive. That's why I'm here.
Shh. Otto might be listening. A little.
We picked up a new sword as well at the end of the last episode.
Bad news.
And we have absorbed the Eikon essence of Bahamut. So we're basically unbeatable now. Not really, but Bahamut's my favourite. I've attached his circle ability, which is like the wings, and it kind of like tracks people when he fires like Giga Flare lasers. Looks very cool. But I wanted to keep Titan's Super Punch and Super Smash. That is the exact names of those moves. I don't remember what they're called, but I'm keeping those.
Alright. Is there anything?
I didn't even realise you can mix and match Icon abilities.
Rocks, he says.
Which is pretty nuts.
Worth 1,000 talents apiece. Little something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million.
I'm sure they will.
But you know,
I know.
Go.
Go. Look at that sword though. That looks beautiful.
Because
we are going to work on getting the Garanduindangalala Gangandanger sword.
I suppose this is
I can't even pronounce it.
Don't worry.
Really?
It's meant to be the best sword in the game. You have to basically do all 3 of the Blacksmith Blues quests, which is 3 sections to it. And you have to get certain legendary materials, which you normally get from these hunt boards here. We've already done some of them, but no doubt they've added some more. Yeah, so they've added 4 more now. Ten of Clubs, the Magath Brothers. Ruin Reawakened, which just sounds painful. So what I've been doing off stream is, as you can see, I've tackled most of the hunt boards, and they've just added these now. So I've been doing these as sort of off stream quests, just because I thought, well, you guys may not want to see these. But what I might do is when we get to the end of the hunt section, or when we've nearly finished the hunt board, I will probably just keep it in the video so you guys can see the gist of what it is. It's essentially what it says on the tin. You go to a spot, you hunt a creature, slay said creature, then you claim a nice big prize. They're normally elite style monsters, so they're going to be a little bit tougher than the ones that you gather or fight or encounter out in the wild. So the rewards are a little bit tastier. That's the main difference with those. Normally have all the same moves, all that kind of stuff. They're just a bit tougher in terms of HP, defense, and stats. So they give you a little bit of a run for your money.
Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of.
Let's hear
Help
it.
me out, my babber. Why not?
I imagine type. So what exactly?
Nothing. Give you.
Right. We'll try and do all these side quests in quick succession. But I find sometimes the side quests add quite a bit to... what? They add quite a bit to the story. And sometimes you get quite useful items from them. So one of them I did, not last video, the video before, enhance the amount of potions I can carry. So as and when they pop up, they are worth doing. And this isn't a game you want to rush through. You want to enjoy this piece by piece. That be the one. Going for the Bomb King, are we? Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so we've got... we've done the weird science one. Speak with Otto. It's not going to let us go anywhere until we've spoken with him.
Otto.
I'm doing good, JMC. How are you, my
Otto's
friend?
The realm?
Did you have a good weekend?
Oh, she's just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav.
He's with your uncle in the Free Cities. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
It's sunny today.
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh, no, I'm just a messenger.
Oh, no.
I'm scheming to those more suited to the... Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own sort. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
Let's cash in some of these.
How may I help you today, Clive?
Clive?
Is everything we've received and everything promised
Yes.
all yours?
High Cleric's Medallion.
Come again. I may have more for you.
Oh, damn. High Cleric's Medallion. I'd love an extra attribute slot. That'd be lovely. Increases potency of high potions. Nah. I'm all about the attack. Vivian?
How is it that every one of your
Your
little
weekend has
excursions
finally just
presages
begun.
some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's
I had a nice long
fate.
weekend. I was off Friday. I was
No
off
one could have
today.
predicted the actions of the Crown
Went away for the
Prince.
birthday. I was hoping to
I'm
do
sorry
some
I couldn't
diving,
save you.
snorkeling, all that kind of stuff. I was hoping
My
to get some
countrymen
really
are
cool
stronger than you
underwater footage to put into a little bit of a
few
vlog
doubled
video.
clock towers
But
won't
the
break
weather
their
was
spirits.
absolutely
They'll be back on their feet
horrendous,
in no
and we
time.
didn't get to do anything. So no footage. So I was gutted. But I've got all the equipment ready to go for
Look at us.
sunnier
Lower than a pair
days.
of bog crabs.
So that's going to be coming
Tempting
very
though it
soon.
may
Some
be,
new content for you
something
guys
will
to look
not
forward
help
to.
us find a solution to this mess.
J-Notion hits the
You believe
waves.
There's one to be found.
I don't know. But
Go shipwreck diving. Can you imagine? Find some of the pirate treasure. Uncharted.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether.
Yes, we've taken out 4.
But not like this.
How many's left then? One more? 2?
Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay.
The dark side.
It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves
The dark
that the end
side.
of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would
Yeah,
falter.
sucks massively.
Rosaria and
You were
the
hoping the
Iron
weather was
Kingdom
going to hold out,
teeter
but
on
it
the
was
brink of
just
collapse,
absolutely
while the
chucking
tragedy
it down.
in
Really
Twinsight
bad
has all
winds
but
all weekend.
paralyzed the Holy Empire.
So the only thing we did
Dalmekia
manage to do is go
fares little
shopping.
better.
We were
Rumour
hoping to
has
visit a
it
few
the
coastal
ministers
towns,
fled
go
the capital
diving.
after the fall of Drake's
I had all the
fan,
equipment there ready to go.
leaving
Bought
their
everything, underwater camera, the lot.
beloved republic
Couldn't
to
use it.
crumble.
Absolutely good.
Waloed,
But we've got it ready
meanwhile,
for
moves in
another
earnest.
sunny weekend.
The Einherjar
And I've got some spots
been
around near
sighted
where we
off
live
storm.
where I can go and dive and take you guys with
Whoa.
me. So
In
it will be
short,
coming. Content will be there. It's
in
just not.
chaos.
It won't be
It
coming
would seem our
this week, which is what I was
civilization
hoping to do. Get the
nothing but
footage, edit it
passing
this week,
sand.
get it up. But
To be
I got
washed
nothing.
away
The only thing good that came
at
from
the
it, though,
whim
is
of
we
the
got some
waves.
amazing Lord of the Rings figures. Look at these. Could do a little show off with it, really. But midstream, here we go. Got Aragorn
Not
there
my best
as
flourish,
King
but it seemed
Elisar.
fitting.
One of my
The reports
favourites.
I've received are considerably
Detail
more
is
blunt
immense
in
on
their
this. Is
appraisal.
Lurtz from Fellowship of the
Without the
Ring.
protection of their nations, it
Amazing.
will fall to the people to defend themselves.
Got some more up there as
against
well.
those
Gollum
who
and
would take
Bilbo.
what is theirs.
Ramsay Bolton, Game of Thrones
It's only
ones.
ever going to end one way.
Well, they are now
Defending a
littered
farmhouse against a
amongst
band of
my
chocobo
gaming
thieves
space,
is
which
one
is
thing,
nice.
But pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade?
King of Waloed. King of Waloed. So, King of Waloed is the dominant, I believe, of Odin. So, it's about to get mental. If we're taking on the dominant of Odin, it's going to get crazy. But if you've been paying attention to the playthrough, in the last part, we actually found out who the dominant of Odin is. We saw him. And he's actually come in to cause some chaos for Clive. So, I've got a feeling Jill's death is on the
Let me
horizon,
guess.
if I was to guess.
Hear about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed them, that I believe, and on the 6th day, but I dare say you remember your childhood lesson.
You think they're connected?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he?
True.
Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler,
Moss
I
the
may have
Chronicler.
been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope.
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive.
I would have just said certainly
Even
not.
without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom.
Call yourself a
I
wizard.
will always be grateful for it.
Call yourself a wizard.
Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
Back to Otto. Apparently you can get the Masamune sword as well, which is a nod to the massive sword that Sephiroth has in Final Fantasy VII. Not sure if it's exactly the same. It'd be very cool if it is.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are
Actually
three.
planning on buying complete
Yeah,
Lord of the
there's
Rings and
many
Hobbit all
owls
in one
arrived,
collection.
one of the
Yes,
shields.
do it.
Martha's
Do it.
got a Akashic out against
Amazing
Torgal
purchase.
monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach.
Have you seen all these
Window
films
is a
before,
bit of an
James? Yeah, I can't
earl.
believe I've asked you or not.
And don't forget Dalimhill.
Cannot
Lugor says the village
remember.
was raided by bandits.
But they're awesome.
When it rains.
Stupid fucking paws. The curse breakers are spread.
Probably
thin,
my
taking
favourite
stock
film
of the
franchise
damage
of
in
all
the
time
Dominion.
is Lord of the Rings.
And even if I could get word to
Hobbit's
all of them,
good.
I doubt they'd get
I love it
enough
because
time
it's
to
in the
make any
same
real
universe, but I
difference.
don't think
Which means
it's as
there's
strong
only 2 people who
movie-wise as Lord of the Rings.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on
Still
our way.
very, very enjoyable though. Progress on certain quests is temporarily limited. What? What? Aid Northreach, aid Dalamil. What? So... Can we not go to certain areas then? Martha's Rest. David Star Ruby to Martha. Let's go and do that. It's part of the main quest anyway, so we're doing 2 things for the sake of 1. Oh Jesus, what's going on there? Oh damn. I'm going out to that bit first. I'm hoping that once we've got that Star Ruby, we help out Martha with her little dilemma. And then we can come back
Let's go.
to give her the ruby.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Fly, my pretty, fly. So we are packing a bit of a punch now. We've got Titan's abilities, Bahamut's circle ability, Phoenix with some upgraded abilities, and Ramu's abilities as well. I was going to swap out Ramu, but I thought I can't do it. I just love his abilities. The Lightning Rod, Thunderstorm, Power Driver, they're all great. And they cause some serious stagger damage, which is useful. Any bits and pieces, but I've caught more of an interest in it. Oh my god, you're in for a treat, JMC. They are iconic. I'm actually really jealous that you're experiencing it for the first time.
I doubt we'll find one bigger than that.
That's what she said. There you go. Yeah. I feel really bad for slaying these. Upheaval. Superman punch. There we go. Look at this stagger. Thunderstorm. There we go. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. We're slapping people with these abilities now, and I don't mind it. But yeah, JMC, I'm super jealous that you're experiencing it for the first time. I can still remember when I watched Fellowship at the Ring at the cinema, and I was like, I was a little bit of a fan before then.
Enough, I wonder.
But honestly, I went mad on it. As soon as I came home from watching Fellowship of the Ring, I was collecting the Warhammer, I was collecting the cards, I was reading every possible piece of lore that I could. I paid for the map, I framed the map on the wall of Middle-earth. It was just... merchandise was coming out of my ass, and I absolutely loved it. Still do to this day.
With you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back.
You'll have to let me know what your favourite is, JMC, out of all 6 of them. I highly recommend you watch the extended editions as well. You kind of need to put aside a weekend because they're long films. I think Return of the King clocks in nearly at 4 hours on the extended edition, which is mad. But they are worth the marathon. I think Return of the King is probably my favourite out of all of them. Closely followed by Fellowship of the Ring. Then Two Towers. Then probably Desolation of Smaug. Then An Unexpected Journey, then Five Armies. Probably. Right, let's get back to this. I would be so happy if we get a game that's based in the Lord of the Rings universe that's kind of centered around RPGs like The Witcher, Skyrim. You guys will never see me again. Well, you will, actually. That's a lie. My channel will become that game. There'll be no other content. That's all it will be.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive.
Otto said you'd been attacked by a Kashik. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now.
Down there
While
now?
we have a few willing fighters holding them back,
Fighters?
they're sorely outnumbered.
This is my home
What do you
accent.
think, Clive?
Can you believe it?
Did we join the fight?
I thought you'd never offer. Now, where
We
I
often
need
get
you
referred
is the
to
Fallen
as
Gate. That's
farmers.
where the fighting is
And I can see why.
fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help.
You are in your farm. Right. Flames of War. The flames.
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
Do we go back to the hideaway and speak with Karen? Nah. What are we doing?
You don't think they've abandoned us, do you?
Yes. Let's get on Ambrosia.
Come on.
Come on.
Run like the wind.
Bullseye. Run like the wind, Bullseye. Ooh, what's going on? Here we go. Nice little punch up. We are going for a punch up. Going for a punch up.
Clive, wounded.
Oh, damn, what's that?
We deal with the Akashic first.
I see how it is. Alright. That's the one. Yeah. That's supposed to heal Clive somehow, but I don't think it did. Yeah. Whoa.
You're finished.
Nice. Nice. Yes. Love it.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken.
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield.
See, I
We're here
wrote
by
the
Madame
script of this
Martha's
game.
leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
The flu.
Raidmen. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out where the
Is everything
Akashic
alright
were
with the
coming
stream,
from.
guys? My
Did he?
monitor's gone a bit weird.
Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you when on.
Jules Weber, thank you for the follow, my friend. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Final Fantasy. Hope you're having a good Monday. And it's throwing me off that it's Monday because I haven't gone back to work yet this week because I had Monday off. I'm just like, what day is it? When's it
To
going
think
on?
you
What's
took them
happening?
For thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell.
Wade.
The Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha!
Yep.
Trouble! The
Martha.
scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels, and they got wounded with them. They're not gonna make it.
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If any can still fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Send the lift. You psychic, yeah. I've done it a few times in this game. I'm just like, this is what I would say in this situation. And they've said it straight after, in the exact way. It's like I was involved somehow. It's like I was involved. Right, come on, boss time. What you got for me? What you got for me there?
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade.
Welcome to Newcomer. Yeah, hello, hello.
Lord Rossfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
You look like
We
shit.
thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Behind you!
Oh, dang. Hey, Ninja Turtle.
Damn it. We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold
It
them
annoys
off?
me when people message. They
can
can see I'm
certainly
streaming.
try.
It's like, you've had all day to message me. And now you decide when I'm
with us,
streaming you want to
Wade.
talk to me. No.
Always.
Blocking your ass.
Do our duty.
Let's do our duty. Hello. Nice bit of crab sticks. Dodge that. Voice. Whoa. That was a bit cheeky, wasn't it? Let's try this one. So what does this do? Mega Flare. Ah, nice. Yep, don't get me. Don't get me with that. Torgal, kill. Yeah. Ooh, that hurt. Just gonna go. Ooh, nice.
That's better.
Come on. Takes so long. Yeah. Nice. There's a good little area of effect spell, that one. Oh, you little shit. Dead. Flying with wings. Come up. Mega blur. Nice. Yeah, I'm Torgal. Torgalinding. You know what I mean?
You're finished.
Yes. That's why I'm not swapping Ramuret, because he's a badass. He's an absolute badass. Did I miss something? I don't know, did you? Did you? What did you miss? I guess you don't know what you missed. Unless you missed it.
I don't think so.
Good job, Sir Wade. Good job.
Peace.
Martha,
is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
a second horde.
Feel like finishing the job.
Always.
Oh, dang.
Jill and I will make for Eastpool. You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Make for Rhiannon's ride. It's a bit lazy, but we're going to teleport. Just because we can head to the shopkeep, get some more potions. This one's gonna die.
What are you after?
Your mama's sweet ass. Right, let's get more of those.
Much obliged.
Good job, good job. I just like to have my potions in the pocket, do you know what I mean? In the other Final Fantasy games, you could have normally 99 or 100 potions. And I was that little bit OCD with it that I had to have 99 or 100 at all times. And if I didn't, I had to go to a shop to top them up. It's terrible, isn't it?
Good girl.
Imagine a game having that much of a hold over you. But it did. Ah. Oh, goblins.
They're headed for the rest.
We have to slow them down.
Yeah, love that move. You're finished. Oh, Jesus. Nice. Oh, there's loads of them. You see what I mean about that move? Zappy. For my game glitch then. I was like, what? Smart Alec and something about blocking someone through messages.
Apologies, my lord.
Huh?
Did I miss anything?
No?
Only the first round, so wait.
Smart Alec and something about blocking someone through messages. No idea what you mean. Is that an advert maybe? Whoa, hello sir, that hurts. What is that? Yeah, that hurts. Get him. Let's get a few of these in. Ooh, beautiful. Nice. Ooh, see, and this is why I'm not swapping out any Titan abilities either. Because they're mad. Madness. Got a Superman punch.
Do you see any more?
No. I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
Martha.
What did you find out there?
The same as Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Jeez. Boom. Guardian's scarf. Nice.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here.
Oscar Wilde. Nice hair, bro.
It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch? I wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew.
Ah.
Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him.
Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name.
Pretty sure that's in the Spider-Man movie, right?
Since taking on the mantle of Sid,
Man's not defined by what he is or what, but by what he does. It's in loads of films. Actions speak louder than words and all that.
Not that so
all that jazz.
And the other guardians are, I mean to say that, they're...
It's all right. We know what you mean.
He's
there is
all
only
right.
so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Nice. He's in the crew now, is he? Nice. Excuse me. We still can't deliver the Star Ruby to Martha, even though she's in there. So that's annoying.
Fate seemed bent on driving me from my inn.
I have any man who ain't indeed treated himself.
Excuse me. Northreach and Delamere. Why can't we go to some of them? It's weird. Let's go to Northreach. I've also got a part 1 of a playthrough of Oxenfree 2 Lost Signals coming up today, guys. Probably be in the next hour or so. I'm going to be finishing this live stream.
Do you see anything you like?
And then I'll probably be uploading it straight after.
You have a keen eye.
Didn't want to do it at the same time because we're streaming through the same PC. So, not ideal if it slows it down.
I saw it with my own eyes.
I've also upped the outscale as well, so you should get 1440p, which is kind of quad HD/4K. Give that a go. But yeah, Oxenfree 2 is really, really good. I'm enjoying that. It's an indie type of sci-fi/horror. Set in the same universe as Oxenfree 1, but it's not a sequel. But it pays homage to different things that has happened in it. So you can play it as a standalone game, but if you've played Oxenfree 1, you will appreciate some of the conversations, reference to characters in Oxenfree 2.
Different. They've taken so many.
Akashic, but different.
Ultima's thralls. And what of your mistress?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison top.
Then we'll look for her there.
Why we fight? Why we fight? Where is it? It's pretty cool. We got what's his name with us now? The Squire. Wonder if he's gonna help fight as well. He's probably gonna be crap, but we'll give him a shot.
Madame, please!
Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days! What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection, and protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people, your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives! Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
I'll have a word with her.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort, but I thought you might still need some support.
I'd like you to consider my needs.
Bam.
What we need to consider is where the creatures came
Chill's
from.
not having it.
The way the
That's my
survivors speak of
sausage.
them, one would think they appeared out of thin air. And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
Speak with the wounded.
That thing.
I thought that was Benedicta then, wasn't it? Same character model.
Did you see
Very
the
similar.
creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? They came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme.
It's all right.
It's all right.
My family.
You're a pikeman, yes?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow.
Leave that to us.
Fallen, I think.
At least we have an idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Head for more what? Terrible. Terrible joke.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
I think she will.
Ready, go?
Ready, gal. Right, let's go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. There was an absolute madness of a story as well between the Empress and Dion, who was the former dominant of Bahamut. But fair play to him, he had a bit of a anti-hero story, then he kind of became the hero at the end. But that was emotional as hell, all because he was just serving his dad. And the lines between father and son were pretty crazy. Crazy blurred. But he did his duty as a Dragoon Knight as well. I think they're my favourite type of soldiers so far. Their armor is just super cool. Any more?
Should I prime?
Save your strength.
Should I prime? Yeah.
Stay down.
Oh no, not this guy. Move.
Too slow.
Go, go, go. Hang on, where's our little, what's his name? Our squire. Or is he only going to turn up at key story points? Go, go, go. Let's go up here. Yes! That punch is insane. It's like a Thanos punch. Sorry, I was gone for a minute. It meant that someone would tell you started screaming to text you. I'm just confused right now. Huh? What? Someone waiting to... Oh, I see. Yeah. So basically, there's always certain people that when I start streaming, they just message me. It's like they know. It's like a subconscious thing.
There are always more.
Sixth sense.
But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
send through like 5 messages, like different things, and I'm like, streaming, man, streaming. It's like a little inner radar. J-Notion is streaming, so message him now, forever, about everything. That's what I meant. Yeah, I was just saying, like, blocking the messages is like, what I tend to do is go into Do Not Disturb on my phone.
You have the town's thanks.
It's always the way, otherwise the phone will just be pinging every 2 minutes.
There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Be ready.
Oh, we shall.
Be ready.
Isn't that right, Captain?
ODIN.
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Philippe here has
She's always a
convinced
bit
most of the men to remain
suggestive.
at their posts.
Hearing that the Dane would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Should I just edge away?
If you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one. And that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Yeah. It's all gone a bit crazy now. They're just unleashing like primal entities everywhere. The final one is over here. I think this is where we might get the Masamune. I don't think we're far from getting it.
Sid. Should I be worried?
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the desert hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Down the rabbit hole. Okay.
Suppose we just follow the shouting.
Follow the shouting. So the blacksmith thing's locked as well, is it? Yeah.
Fucking thief bastard.
Another punch up in the inn.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
Good point.
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you, any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Closely. Staring as they walk out. Victor Meldrew.
Sid. And Lady Jill.
What brings you here?
Your mama's
I was about
sweet
to ask you the
ass.
same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness, or an entire city for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
More scrapping. Fine. Is that? Can I get to this one
Haven't
now?
we had enough fighting?
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track.
There we go.
My reputation will be ruined! Ruined!
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you.
Pardon the intrusion, but...
Out! Get out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
Took 30 minutes, but okay. We got there in the end.
I'm sorry if
So
I've
make
caused
sure,
you any
James, you
trouble.
watch the Hobbit films first.
No. That's just
Although they
how
came
his
after,
lordship
they
is.
come before
Though
Lord of the Rings. I'm
morning's
sure you know
events
that,
have left
but
him somewhat. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see.
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stolen items. A single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not. Every ill.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell.
Lord Ignac.
And best of luck.
Lord Ignac. Right, so where are we headed? Hey, Dalamil, it's Dilemma. So we've got to go back to this guy.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well,
Team Crumpets.
if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves. And be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Quite you.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own.
There you go.
Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along.
What he means to say is yes.
He reminds me so much of Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. Just the way he's like... Ugh.
Picture it, Conrad. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
As I told you,
Kick Clive in the
summoned
background.
commander
You say,
here from
what?
Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no, that there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left.
If I was that guy, I'd be like,
If it's boys you're looking for.
who's
Well,
that dude
Conrad,
behind you? He looks a bit weird.
Are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than...
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Especially with close to the massive
There's
sword.
a reason why I had you do the talking.
Keep it
and
clean
not
there.
Sid.
Sword on his back. Oh. Oh no, dark. Is it just me or is it gone all dark? Is that on purpose or what? Went a little bit weird. Going the wrong way anyway, which is nice.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Excuse me.
Shop.
Excuse me.
If I had my pickaxe, I would...
I mean, it may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's
Lord Underhill.
prestigious
Yeah.
League of Merchants.
Lord of the Rings nod.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have if our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow. We must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home,
Leave me be,
I'll
yeah.
do it.
Leave me be. Fuck off.
Thank you.
The script writing in this is brilliant.
Your performance
All the
was
voice acting,
nothing
even the
if not
NPCs, are absolutely
workmanlike.
amazing.
She saw right through it.
No, I didn't say it was. Now, my scouts should be returning shortly.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
Speak with Victor.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy,
Conrad.
I'm scared.
Mummy.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in 2 groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith
Good
to
plan.
put to those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Let's go. Yeah, go back this way. It's a scrap. It's a scrap. Here they come.
The women folk have come to buck.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
You guys are gonna get it. Ooh, we can go up even more. Get. Look at this. It's a right pick.
To overwhelm us.
Where's the mage? I love that move. Okay, you're dead. Eat off.
Over here.
Take that goon out first. Whoa. Oh, nice. Move. Mental. The abilities now are absolutely mental. Maybe they're related. Could well be. It could well be. Very keen to get into the retro content as well, guys. So if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and follow, because we're going to be delving into PS1, 2, and even older content soon.
Could they have
just to mix it up a little bit.
I don't hear any fighting.
Like I said, Oxenfree 2,
What do you think?
Lost Signals, Part 1's coming up later. After this stream. Probably take me about an hour to upload it, because the quality has gone on from 1080 to 1440p. Very nice to look at, but it takes longer to upload. So I'll be doing that off stream, but in a full playthrough for you, same format, alongside this. And more of the usual coming. Come on, shake it out.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You
You did well out there.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalamil.
We all saved Dalamil.
Yeah. Friends to the end.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
So how far can you go up to that Mega Flare or Giga Flare thing with Bahamut? I didn't even realise you can level it up. It's a long time to go there without getting slapped to get it to level 3. But the stagger on it is insane.
Our friends seem to have things under control. For now, at least. Let's go and put Otto's mind at rest.
Where have we got to go? All the way to the other end. Of course, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Love the music for this, so this is one of those things you want on your Spotify list. Just whack the album up, chill out to it. Some of the fight music, that Ifrit and Titan one, which is on my YouTube Shorts, by the way, when that kicked in, I was like, Final Fantasy is renowned for its amazing ability to bring some world-class composers in. Got somewhere to be, guys. Very sorry. We are going to get the stuff back. There they are. Swans.
We've got company. Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off. Too slow.
He's done. Go. Yeah. He had no chance. Absolutely no chance.
This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged. All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
I hear I have you to thank for the return of my effects. What shall I call you, my good man?
Wyvern. Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
A few moments of your time should suffice, yes.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. So it was made in the Outer Isles and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship.
Mm-hmm.
They believe
Just a good
no
sword,
combat
basically.
should ever exceed a single strike and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them range, but it is the final stone, a mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered. Take this, together with my regards. The very stone of which I spoke.
Ah, nice.
Far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself. And a far more fitting payment.
Thank
Nice.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
And there are many other collectors out there.
Too many to count, but only one do I consider
Byron.
my nemesis. Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim!
How does he know that's his uncle?
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern. Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Nice.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
Back to the hideaway it is. Thanks so much for checking out the video, guys. Appreciate you being here. If you're new to the dance, please consider leaving a thumbs up. Follow and subscribe if you want more. Let's have a speak with Karen.
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere.
You could say that.
Gave him an antellate bone and now he's right as rain.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. all right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after, I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
Elder Antelope Femur.
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
It seems the hideaway.
What music have we unlocked? Sand and Stone. Yeah, I like that one. Speak with Hippocrates.
Is a storm coming soon?
Ah, Clive, were you able to locate your quarry?
We were indeed, Lawsman.
Very good, very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Ah. Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in Torgal's transformation?
Here we go.
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion.
So what happens to Jill when she
But one would
dies?
raise certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one Eikon's power. Consider
What?
that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the Eikons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected
So the
Torgal.
more icons I have, the more powerful he becomes.
Fierce of late.
And if I'm not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
For now. What if he gains so much power that he just turns on us? That's pretty cool though. It's like he's exposed to it and then slightly increases Torgal's attack potency. Nice. Here's your whetstone, sir.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth it.
You learned something about that sword then?
I did better than that.
A whetstone?
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
He's probably thinking, how do you get hold of all this stuff?
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. Good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine, now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthean steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy, nah. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine. I've been working day and night since I was half your age, and I'll still be here when you're long gone. Hey, thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August 2. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
Excalibur design craft. Oh, shizzer. That's got to be a beast. Hopefully we can make it now. That's one half of the legendary sword, I think.
Trouble with your gear, or... what's that for you, dear?
No, I want to craft Excalibur. it to me. Bomb Ember. A bomb, but it's actually less powerful than what I'm wielding. How's that a thing? How strange.
That it?
Okay, let's go and speak to Otto.
Did you see that?
Was wondering when you turn up at ours from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I
Batman.
suppose. Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals, the nations are still in chaos, and the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
What a saying.
Right. Clive, we knew this was going to happen. Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second-guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Thank you, Otto.
Oh yeah. Joshua. He's got some explaining to do. Is that Dion over there?
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend. Only for his father to take the spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he has.
But remember, Ultima entered Joshua because Joshua was trying to save Clive, Jill, and Sid. He only managed to save 2 of them.
Warned him of the threat Ultima posed.
He could be the ultimate puppet.
Both an empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
I am Ultima.
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, it was not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing to have you, even if that means toppling an empire.
Is that because of the power that he holds?
What possible use could I be to such a creature?
Eikon power.
That is one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an Eikon. Nigh limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
Yeah, he can chop and change.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
I've encountered that thing several times now. If it or he, as you say, needs me, why hasn't he claimed me as he did the boy?
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind?
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Inside you.
At least he admitted it.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames mend the prison I have made for Ultima, they do so at a cost. We must find a means to bring an end to him before I meet my own.
Damn.
What were you thinking?
It was that or let him take Clive. I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
Fuck Gav. No, I'm joking.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Oh dear. Gav's awesome.
Well, what's the short of it?
It's all Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The City Guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
Yeah.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map. Look here. This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
Someone's got to mother him.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel together.
Clive.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
Brother.
Look after him.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Come again. I may have more for you.
Gotta save him back up again now. Payback. And more side quests. I won't bore you guys with those because you've seen a few in this part, so we are going to travel to this next one. I want to get to Waloed because then we're not far from the Masamune, which is one of the top 3 swords of the game. Hey, we've got Joshua with us as well.
It's like a dream. The four of us out walking like we used to.
Enjoying this, are you? Gav and the others could be in danger as we...
Ah, calm down, Clive. Come on.
You're right. I'm sorry. Yote is a fine scout. If Canva was attacked, she will already have begun gathering information.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Where's the other one? Oh, nice. So can we fall down there? That looks like a boss, actually, like one of the hunts. Get down there.
We can use the ruins to cross the ravine.
Assuming they will allow it, the Echoes have a will of their own.
What is this? Getting up, getting up, getting up.
Slow. Get him. Let's try.
So quick. Nice. There's a nice chest over there. Let's go and have a look. Some goodies. Regal sash. That's got to be worth equipping. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Yes. Very nice. Huge boost that was. It's worth a little poke around, see? How do we get down there?
Fly, Ambrosia.
Yeah, that's how we go. Nice. They're carrying lightsabers. Remember Tidus's Moonlight Sword? I used to love that sword. I don't think it's called the Moonlight Sword. It was like, I don't know, but it looked like the Moonlight Sword from the FromSoft series. It looked very nice. Oh, bum. Move. Is that it? Get him, get him, get him. Nice. Yeah. Goblin coin. Where does he keep coming up with that? It's below, but we can't get down there.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Cheek of it.
Go, Torgal! Stay down! It's over! Farewell.
Nice. There's got to be some other chests around somewhere. I want to know how we get down to that other side. It's got to be here, look, through this bit. There's a merchant.
I do. Where are you off to now then? Bound for the priest.
Yep, that's about it.
You're injured.
Yeah.
What happened here?
Doesn't look great.
Where are your comrades?
My own men did this. There's a village.
go. Rest well, soldier.
Lord Kupka? He's dead.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
Good. I got here in time.
Nice. Hell of a move.
Farewell. It's
Got a bolt up the ass. A little bolt up the ass. Nice. Got him.
Someone there! Please, I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic. You're with the battalion?
I am.
Taken care of.
Another survivor.
His wounds were too deep.
Damn.
He was right to send you. Tabor is safe thanks to you.
Quest complete.
You seem familiar.
You must have me confused with someone else.
Wait. That scar. Son of a whore.
You're Sid. I was there in Kosnis when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Coward! Draw your steel. Lord Kupka shall be avenged!
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard they are to keep. Which is why I'm giving you the chance to keep yours.
No. I won't be deceived. Lord Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some...
Man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. But if you're not gonna kill me, then go. Leave! Just know that I will find you, Sid. Someday.
Yeah, whatever. I'll be there to run my sword in your ass, chump. Yeah, chump. Any items we may have missed? Why can't you jump at that? Yeah, nothing.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Where now, Joshua?
There is a residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
But first...
Are you buying or selling? A fine choice. Anything else?
Yep, gonna sell... Used in crafting...
Got anything else for me? Ah, not bad. It's a deal. Ah, not bad. Go safely.
No items. Why is she walking like that?
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yotei, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Ah, not nice.
Rise, Lady Yotei.
Yotei.
You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
The Black Galleon.
Joshua.
Odin's dominant.
The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Waloed's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waloed Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them, yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Barnabas. What a name.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce!
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
Little snot noses, aren't they? Postman got his hand full of the letterbox. Oh, jeez.
Distinguished members of the council.
There's
you
that gimp
must
again.
forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
Uh-oh.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king, he has come to save us from the Akashic.
Looks like Bill Sykes from Oliver Twist.
From the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Waloed. Ha! So you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them, and see our guests to the dungeons!
Oh dear.
Enough.
Jeez.
Pathetic creatures. That you should imagine yourselves worthy of salvation. The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late
I
father's
can't wait to see this fight.
A consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn.
Mythos.
See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Come, Mythos. Surely the prince's light cannot have sated you.
Ooh, this is gonna be good.
So then, how long has Waloed been under Ultima's control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
Mayhap?
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
Your
The
ass.
tapestry. Show them.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose.
Some sort of demon, isn't it? Massive icon.
In the center, the one beneath whom the Eikons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence.
So he's using Clive to get all.
And by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects. And while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most
It's
of
because
all.
Clive can harness all the Icons'
Gods
powers.
don't like to be disobeyed.
So if you get all the Icons into Clive,
I don't suppose
including
they do.
Ifrit, Ultima can
Clive,
basically steal all
may
of
I
the
tell
power,
Yotei
or
of
use all of
the
Clive's
lake?
power, to then become that beast
By
at the
all
end that
means.
wipes everything out.
Yotei, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yotei.
Let's find our friends.
Yeah, we don't want Ultima turning into that, but you know it's going to. And that's going to be final boss territory, no doubt.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Opportunity beckons.
No
Who
side quests.
Is that blade for...
Figuratively.
Well, a passing caravan. Ready.
How do you want?
Yeah.
All right.
I eagerly await.
Skin trade. What a beautiful name. There's another one out there.
Here's the scraps you're after.
The scraps.
Thank you for the deal, egg, mister. Mummy made a pottage from it.
Decent quarry's been hard to find since the sky's down.
It has indeed. Can't blame the beast.
There's me just going around and just taking all the stuff out of the chest. Don't mind me, lads.
You! Finally, is the... Would you...
Yes, do it.
The three of them, to be precise. I'm here in the hope that the name...
I can't promise.
Remember what you can.
Carved in stone.
How are those new boots treating you?
Lovely, thanks.
That Cyril fella's an odd fish, don't you think?
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
I'll go back to how it was.
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes to Dallam.
So this one.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Recent quarry's been hard to find since this place.
Last one.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read. The engravings were in good repair,
Oh, what? Oh, come.
Stone to the what? Guardians of the Crystal.
Guardians of the Crystal. I'm pretty
Fascinating. But, whatever could... the...
I think it was the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Core.
No doubt you're right. This is...
Children of the Hunters, no sworn. I didn't read the last one. Sworn to serve the sun. Children of the Hunters, no tillers of the land.
Children of sun. I could have sworn it was sun.
That one.
Children. That can't be right, sure.
I'd rather
Just that one.
Children. That's all three.
And so, 3 guardians of them. Little one and
too much.
So he gives you the right answer anyway. You don't actually have to remember it, but it's just good for me. Right.
How are those new boots?
How do we get down there?
Beneath the flood, yes.
Oh. Who is it?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Cyril?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix, and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here.
Just chatting about this out in the open is a bit risky.
Catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Phoenix down. Hey.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
It's a Canva, then.
We'll talk about this later.
Josh has got like a secret,
you certainly keep strange
secret little list of assassins.
The free cities and the sea.
Inaccessible. I want to go up here and then go left because it looks like there might be something.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
It's not the right way, but I want to have a look. There might be things to get. See? This is one of the hunts. The pack. Rank C, they're going down. Chump change.
My satchel.
Oh, get out of it. Let's go. Yeah. Slapped him. That was a notorious mark.
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
Faster!
Faster. Do, 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 do. See, it's always worth having a little nose. You just never know these things. Orcs.
Orcs. Then let us be rid of them.
What's in the unit? Orcs just sat there chilling. The music's so good. I know I keep saying it, everything about this game is amazing. It is perfecto. Take these idiots out.
It's over.
Nice. Let's have a quick look at this way. Dave a kill, but nice. It just gets silly after some points, doesn't it? It just got no chance. Not missed anything there, have we? Nope. Can't get to the other side of that cart, which is annoying. Try a little ambush, are we? Nice. I thought it was a monster then, but it's just a tree. It looks like it had horns. Grab this item. Yeah, that doesn't look fun.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Doom, doom. Oh, here we go. 3 cities of Canva. Here we go. Are we going to fight ODIN?
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come. Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother.
We're not going to talk about how she just like fucked off with the ship.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol. But everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
Ah. Reunited at last.
So these Akashic are being controlled.
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in this city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
Probably.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into 2 parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the
One
villa
of
and
them's
try
gonna
to
die.
salvage entrance.
Understood.
And what of
I
us?
got a horrible feeling it's going to be Joe.
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that?
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
Don't know the way this is going. If this is ODIN, he's going to smash somebody up. Evenfall, Evenfall. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, we've got the best possible stuff on at the minute. However, do we upgrade some of this stuff? Ramu's Judgment Bolt is unlocked. It's got to be done. Has to be done. Flare Breath, that looks pretty good. Satellite. Giga Flare. Yeah, that's the one. That's pretty cool. What's this? Garuda. Heatwave. Flames of Rebirth. Okay. I'm going to change. Upon a target. So I'm going to change Thunderstorm. I think. To Judgment Bolt. Reduces phaser cooldown time. It's by 9. Of the warrior. Increase defense by 30. Did we take off the Rising Phoenix Flames one? And replace it with defense. What's more powerful? 3 and 3, 4 and 3. So Judgment Bolt's more powerful. So let's swap with the Judgment Bolt one. Easiest way to do it. But ladies and gents, that is time. So sorry to call it. But there we go. I wanted to get more done on this today, and by God has it not disappointed every single time, even if it's just side quests and we get a little flavour of the story. But more and more about the Ultima Mysteries unravelling. I personally think they're waiting for Clive to get all of the Dominance powers, or an essence of the Dominance powers, or Eikons powers. Then he is going to be used in a very nasty way. Ultima is going to essentially use Clive as a puppet. I think then it's going to be Joshua to stop Clive. If he doesn't die before then, it's going to be brother versus brother, just like at the beginning of the game, but in a different form. And it's only going to get worse. I really do think Jill's going to die. I don't think Clive and Jill are going to get that happy-go-lucky moment. It's on the edge of the stick, but I just don't think it's going to happen. I think Odin is going to carve one into Jill, and it's going to be game over. But we get Shiva then, at least. You have to question how he's going to get Shiva's powers otherwise. It's going to be touch and go. But there you go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me on this playthrough, on this video, and stay tuned for more. We're going to be doing more of this over the next couple of days, so don't go anywhere. Follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, follow me on TikTok, add me on PSN, hit the bell icon on the respective channel homepages, and you'll be notified as and when future live streams and any other content goes live. Until next time, I'll see you in the very next video. Your host is gone. Peace.